Declan Rice, one of the top football players in the world today, has garnered attention not only for his talent on the field, but also for the impressive numbers that reflect his market value. Since his early appearances in the youth categories, Rice has demonstrated exceptional potential that quickly caught the eye of scouts and coaches. His ability to read the game, tackle effectively, and have a strong vision of play has made him an indispensable player, capable of directly influencing the team's performance. Currently, his weekly salary at Arsenal is estimated at approximately £250,000, a figure that places Rice among the highest-paid athletes in the Premier League. This substantial amount is not only a reflection of his on-field performance but also a clear demonstration of the club's recognition of his skills and contributions to the team. Arsenal, one of England's most historic and prestigious clubs, understands that having a player like Rice in its squad is a valuable asset, not just in terms of performance, but also in terms of the club's image and marketing strategies. Rice stands out not only as a talented player but also as a central figure in the team's sports strategy. His presence in the midfield brings a unique combination of defensive solidity and the ability to initiate attacks, allowing Arsenal to adopt a more balanced and dynamic approach during matches. The financial investment that the club has made in Rice is a clear indication that they see him as a fundamental piece to achieve their short- and long-term success goals. Furthermore, the player's valuation in the market reflects the growing competitiveness of the Premier League, where clubs are willing to invest significant amounts to secure talents that can make a difference. Rice has proven to be not only a reliable player but also a charismatic one, capable of connecting with fans and inspiring his teammates. This combination of on-field skills and strong personality contributes to his image as one of the leading names of the new generation of football players. This scenario highlights the importance of Rice not only as an athlete but also as an emerging icon in the world of football. His trajectory and success reflect the intersection of talent, hard work, and market dynamics, where clubs must be ready to recognize and duly reward their most valuable players. To better understand the magnitude of this value, we can make some conversions that help contextualize the financial impact of Declan Rice's salary, both for him and for Arsenal. The weekly salary of £250,000, when divided by a regular workweek, translates to about £36,000 per day. This amount, by itself, is impressive, but when we break it down further, we arrive at an average of £1,488 per hour. These figures not only illustrate the value that the club is willing to invest in a player of Rice's caliber, but also highlight the importance of the athlete as a key component in Arsenal's game strategy. Considering that a football season can involve a significant number of matches, the financial impact of Rice's salary becomes even more evident. If we analyze the number of matches that Arsenal plays during a season, including national and international competitions, the investment in Rice can be seen as a long-term strategy. His presence on the field is not just a matter of technical quality but also of leadership and experience, factors that often translate into positive results and, consequently, additional revenue for the club. Moreover, these numbers reveal the financial impact that a talented player can have on a football club's budget and operations. Rice's success on the field can lead to increased ticket sales, merchandising, and sponsorship contracts, as standout players often attract more media attention and fan engagement. This dynamic creates a positive cycle for the club, where investing in an elite athlete like Rice can yield significant financial returns, thus justifying the high salary he receives. It is important to emphasize that, in such a competitive market as the Premier League, clubs need to be prepared to offer attractive salaries to retain talent. By investing in Rice, Arsenal is not only securing an exceptional player but also sending a clear message about its ambitions and commitment to competing at the highest level. Therefore, Rice's salary goes beyond a simple number. It reflects the value that Arsenal places on his impact on the field and his role in the pursuit of achievements. When we examine Declan Rice's salary in annual terms, the figure becomes even more impressive. The player receives around £12.4 million per year, an amount that undoubtedly places him among the highest-paid players in the Premier League. This figure is not only a reflection of Rice's exceptional ability on the field, but also of his fundamental role in Arsenal's tactical setup. His ability to influence games, whether through precise tackles, decisive passes, or presence in critical moments, significantly contributes to the team's overall performance. This annual figure also reflects the immense expectations the club has for the player. Arsenal's management firmly believes that Rice will not only help achieve the team's immediate goals but will also be a central figure in building a successful future. His continued presence on the team is viewed as a strategic investment to ensure that Arsenal remains competitive in both national and international competitions, such as the UEFA Champions League. The fact that Rice has excelled in past competitions, including his performances for the England national team, further solidifies this expectation, making him a valuable asset for the club. The value of Rice's annual salary also indicates the complex negotiations that occur between clubs and players, where a multitude of factors play a crucial role. During contract negotiations, aspects such as the player's recent performance, future potential, and market demand are taken into account. In Rice's case, his consistent performance in recent seasons, combined with his youth and potential for growth, has increased his attractiveness as an elite player. The growing competitiveness of the Premier League also means that rival clubs are always on the lookout for exceptional talents, which can drive up salaries and create a bidding environment for players like Rice. Additionally, the nature of the transfer market in professional football adds another layer of complexity to these negotiations. With the possibility of transfers involving astronomical sums, clubs need to be prepared to offer contracts that reflect the perceived value of a player in the market. Thus, Rice's salary is not just an issue of individual compensation, but also a reflection of the economic dynamics that permeate modern football. This reality means that as Rice's career progresses and he continues to excel, there is an expectation that his remuneration will also evolve, potentially leading to new contracts and even more lucrative opportunities in the future. Therefore, Declan Rice's annual salary is not just an impressive number. It encapsulates the importance of the player to Arsenal, the expectations surrounding his performance, and the complexities of the football market, making it a clear example of how talent, potential, and economic context intertwine in the world of professional sports. Beyond the numbers, it is essential to consider the context in which these values are situated. Professional football is an industry that generates billions of pounds annually, becoming one of the most lucrative and visible sectors in the world. This immense financial movement is driven by various revenue sources, including broadcasting rights, sponsorships, ticket sales, and merchandising. In this scenario, clubs are increasingly willing to invest in talents that can deliver results on the pitch, recognizing that signing top-level players is not merely an expense but a fundamental strategy for long-term success. The signing of Declan Rice by Arsenal is an emblematic example of this market dynamic. Rice is not just a talented player. He is an athlete who combines technical skill, an admirable work ethic, and significant growth potential. By investing in a player like Rice, Arsenal is betting on his abilities to propel the team in national and international competitions while also increasing the club's competitiveness within the league. The expectation is that by bringing in a player of his quality, the club will not only enhance its performance on the field but also attract more fans, boost merchandise sales, and subsequently elevate its overall revenue. It is crucial to understand that while the salaries of players like Rice may seem exorbitant at first glance, these figures are often justified by the tangible results they can deliver. A player capable of scoring decisive goals, creating opportunities, and defensively protecting his team holds invaluable worth. Additionally, the visibility a player brings to the club, both in terms of media exposure and fan engagement, can result in substantial returns on the investment made. Rice's presence at Arsenal not only enhances the quality of play but also bolsters the club's image, increasing its commercial appeal and ability to attract sponsors and partners. Moreover, the investment in standout players also reflects a growing mentality among clubs that forming a strong and cohesive squad is fundamental to success. In an environment where competition is fierce, a club's ability to position itself as a serious contender for titles and competitions depends on having players who can make a difference. Therefore, Arsenal's strategy in securing Rice is a direct response to the need to strengthen its team while simultaneously positioning the club competitively in the European football landscape. In summary, the signing of Declan Rice and the salaries associated with him are products of a complex economic ecosystem where investing in talent is seen as a strategic necessity. This reality demonstrates that in modern football, a player's value goes far beyond their on-field abilities, encompassing a range of factors that directly impact a club's success and financial viability. Thus, even though the figures may impress, they are merely part of a much larger narrative involving ambition, strategy, and the relentless pursuit of excellence in sports. Declan Rice's journey thus far is also noteworthy. From his early appearances in youth categories to becoming a key player in the first team, his evolution has been marked by dedication, hard work, and a mindset focused on continuous improvement. He has distinguished himself not only as a solid defensive midfielder but also as a leader both on and off the field, qualities that are increasingly valued in elite players. As time progresses, Declan Rice's role at Arsenal may evolve even further, just as his remuneration may. The expectation is that as the player continues to develop and demonstrate his worth, his contract may be re-evaluated, potentially leading to a salary increase. This cycle of appreciation is common among athletes who excel in their positions, and Rice, with his talent and determination, is certainly on the right path to securing an even more promising financial future. Finally, it is important to emphasize that a football player's career is often ephemeral. Injuries, changes in form, and the constant pressure to maintain a high level of performance can directly impact the longevity of a career. However, with the dedication that Rice has shown thus far, he possesses all the necessary tools not only to maintain his prominent position but also to become a legend in the sport. Therefore, Rice is not just a rising player but also a symbol of what it means to be an elite athlete in the modern football landscape, representing the intersection of talent, hard work, and significant financial rewards.